cows.
And we're back.
Yes.
You're doing a build.
Yeah, I'm just putting together my castle. Or my... Well, I guess...
It's not a castle.
I'd call it a castle.
I wouldn't call it a castle.
Well, you're not the one putting it together, are you?
I would have preferred this level if there was more Starry Night involved.
Well, I mean, it's a daytime level, so you can't really include any nighttime stuff.
But how cool would it be if you were like a ball and you were like rolling through the cosmos and like, because he was vomiting all that paint on you, so like maybe as you're rolling you're like picking up a whole bunch of weird shit.
That would actually... So, wait a second.
And then like maybe if you pick up more weird shit you do more damage to the door at the end.
Are you talking about Katamari?
What is a Katamari?
Alright, don't bullshit me. You're talking about Katamari.
Is that like an animal and its name is Amari?
No? No?
You sure? It's not Cat Amari?
Is that like Pharaoh's pet cat?
Maybe.
I'm not enjoying your joke. You're just upset.
I'm just trying to think of cool game mechanics involving things rolling around and picking things up.
It would be real nice if a new one of those games got made, but it's my understanding that we'll never get another Katamari game.
Well, they made it.
They made like a mobile game.
I don't remember what the most recent one was.
The most recent one was the one that was on the 360.
Was that Beautiful Katamari? Because I remember...
No, I think that was... I don't want to say Damacy.
A real long time ago.
Yes.
Oh, man. This was back when this still was like a thing people did. Maybe they still do. Maybe I'm just out of touch with kids these days.
Oh, jeez.
I went to a GameStop and was like rummaging through all their like old PS2 games.
Yes.
Which I forget if GameStop still cares about slightly older games.
I think they've got like a bin in the back corner for old games.
Maybe, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I haven't been inside one of them.
But they had Katamari Damacy, and I was like, holy crap, I always hear about this game, it sounds great. And as I picked it out, there were like 3 people in the store, and dude, fucking Katamari Damacy, fucking love that game. I was like, this is great, I'm gonna love it. And then I loved it, it was amazing. But it was one of those things, like, I thought it was done, like they hadn't made any more, or the company had started doing other things, and all of a sudden they're like, oh no, new one just came out for the 360. So it's like, oh, it still goes. But then it stopped going.
Yeah.
So like, I kept getting thrown for a loop every time. I was like, oh, I thought they were done. Oh wait, no, they're making more. And then I was like, well, are they making more? And they're like, oh no, we're done.
Yeah, I think the last one they made was, what did I call it?
The mobile one?
Yeah, I think they made some kind of mobile game.
Because I know I think the 360 one was Beautiful Katamari.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong.
I couldn't tell you. I'm not as... Like, I like the game, but I'm not as familiar with, like, the production cycle, I guess. Like, all the different names they chose. Look at
Katamari Forever. I don't know which one that one was.
Hey,
Katamari Forever was for the PS3.
That might be the one I'm thinking of then. That might be the last one they made. Which would explain why they called it Forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Speaking of games that they haven't made a new one of in a while, I'm looking forward to whenever they finally announce Animal Crossing for the Switch. And
for the longest time, and I had a Wii U.
Yeah.
That's what it was called. I had a Wii U, and I loved it. And generally what I hear is everyone that had a Wii U really, really liked it. It just didn't sell very well.
Yeah, that's how I felt about mine.
But I kept thinking, like, man, I can't wait until they make an Animal Crossing for the Wii U. And then eventually, one day, I had to come to the realization that I think Nintendo just gave up. Or like, let's just get to the next console. This one didn't sell.
But the Switch seems like it's doing a lot better than the Wii U did.
I keep hearing all this, like, oh god, stock shortages and blah blah blah. And I know Nintendo is just inherently really bad at that.
Well, it's my understanding that they did the same thing with the Wii U, where they just purposely didn't, like, put out enough when it first came out, so, like, it kind of screwed with sales. So I don't know if that's what they're doing again.
I never can tell if they purposely understock.
I think that's what I was trying to say, yeah. Like, they purposely...
I personally believe that they don't.
Yeah.
And that they're, like... You ever met someone who has, like, crippling self-esteem issues?
Maybe. Oh, geez.
That looked exciting. Lost a lot of health.
It did.
there's someone, you got a friend, and you're just meant like, oh, well, that thing you drew was great, and the friend's just like, no, it's terrible, I'm no good at what I do. It's like, come on, man, give yourself some credit. I bet if you showed this to people, they would love it. No, I'm just gonna throw it out, it's just whatever. And that's Nintendo.
Yeah.
Where they're gonna be like, hey, do you think anyone would care if we made like a little retro console, throw some of like the best NES games on there? It's be a fun little like side project. Yeah, I can't imagine any people would like it. So, we'll just make a couple, get a little bit of a return, this will be a fun little side project. And it becomes like the one thing, and I was like, why are there not more? Why?
This sounds like it's coming from a place of bitterness.
The NES one I actually didn't care about. The Super Nintendo retro console.
That's the one that I cared about.
I really want it. And they're supposedly, because they said they were going to fix it, and the last time they had a press release, they were saying that it is going to be better, they're going to keep making them, and that they encourage customers not to buy them for more than the official, retail price.
Yeah.
So they're, don't buy them from scalpers.
Right. So, no Amazon or eBay from non-official sources.
From, $500, because, I stood in line and bought 7.
Yeah.
Because I hate everyone.
I hate those people.
But to a certain extent, I could understand a little bit of, let's up the scarcity to make it seem more valuable. But people buy this stuff no matter what.
Yeah.
Nintendo doesn't have to fall back on those business practices because they just make good shit. And they're in a position where they could probably make 3 times as many and they would all still sell and people would still want more.
Yes. Definitely.
But they just don't, which is why I think they have crippling self-esteem issues. Oh.
Yeah.
You're so close.
They're getting harder to get through. I want to be able to get to a point where I can do, maybe a couple in a video. But, he's rolling a wheel.
Maybe you should get good. Why a wheel?
I don't know.
Is he Junkrat?
He could be.
Rip tire ready to roll. Oh,
gotcha.
Nice hit. You gotta go farther. Nope.
Yeah, I'm having a real hard time, judging the wheel.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Here you go. He's stuck. Get some clouds in there.
Hey.
Oh, it's all space that you already built on.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Luckily, I think I'm gonna win, unless the wheel rebuilds really quickly, in which case...
Yeah, you're a lot farther than he is. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I think Nintendo has crippling self-esteem issues.
Because they're
somewhere, there's a business person man, I wish I were in a situation where I could just make anything I wanted and it would just sell like hotcakes. And Nintendo's like, we do that, but we're, it's whatever.
I mean, I guess people might like it, but we don't want to accidentally make it bad and then they'll get really mad, so we'll just make some of them. And then if people like it, I guess we could think about making more.
Oh, because we were talking about the Switch.
Yeah.
Where, I keep seeing things like, oh shit, this store's gonna get Switch things in, and I think it's just because I pre-ordered it the day pre-orders were first made available to the public.
Right.
Which was months before, way super long before anything was stock issues here and there. So, I got it release day, and it was no problem. And then I just forget that that's a thing that Nintendo does.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about getting it, but I keep finding a reason to not, because the games that it has now, there's not really many of them that I want to play. I have no interest in Breath of the Wild because I've never really played Legend of Zelda, and yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
You could do it. You gotta go fast.
I always get hit by these stupid rockets. Because they're built in such a good spot. So now we're gonna lose.
You don't want to play ARMS?
Not really.
No, ARMS was neat.
Yeah, I don't hear a whole lot about it anymore.
I think, there's a lot of things that Nintendo just, it surprises me that they're a business sometimes.
Why is that?
Well, the whole stock thing.
Well, yeah.
Apple's in a situation where people do buy the new iPhone no matter how crap they make it. But they know enough to actually make enough iPhones that everyone wants to give them too much money can give them too much money. But Nintendo, they had all this success with Splatoon,
Yes.
and we're like, oh shit, if we make new IP, people like it. So then they tried again with ARMS, and it's a really neat idea. It's a very unique mechanic. But they released it like a month before Splatoon 2 came out. So it's like, so why would you do that? You're handicapping yourself. Wait, you still get to go?
I guess since I was in the middle of my roll.
Oh.
You can't do that to me.
Oh, you had to wait for him to actually crush you. Well, with that note, Van Gogh was dancing on Eric's grave. We're gonna take a bit of a break here.